Dengue hemorrhagic fever remains a significant public health challenge in Indonesia, with different incident patterns in each province. DHF is a disease transmitted by the bites of the Aedes aegypti mosquito, which is generally small with a solid black body and is characterized by two white vertical stripes on the back and horizontal white stripe on the legs.
According to data from the Indonesian Ministry of Health, the number of dengue cases in Indonesia in 2023 decreased by 30% compared to the previous year. However, the rate of cases in June 2024 actually increased compared to the same period in 2023, where the number of DHF cases until the 25th week of 2024 had reached 146,605 cases with a total of 869 deaths throughout Indonesia. Various environmental, socioeconomic, and demographic factors have been identified as influencing the occurrence of dengue fever. A study by Ramadona et al. 2021 showed that in addition to climatic factor, environmental health condition and community behavior also play an important role in the transmission of dengue fever in Indonesia.
To understand and map the factor influencing the incidence of DHF Indonesia, biplot analysis provides an effective way to visualize the relationship between observed object province and variable risk factor in a two-dimensional diagram.
So, we are a team from Harulako University who can talk about biplot analysis for spatial mapping of dengue fever incident in Indonesia.
The study focused on dengue hemorrhagic fever or DHF, a medical condition known to have significant morbidity and mortality rates. The research sample covers 34 provinces in the Republic of Indonesia, with data obtained from secondary published by Statistik Indonesia and the Ministry of Health of the Republic of Indonesia. This data is cross-section data taken in 2022, including variables that could potentially contribute to the incidence of DHF in Indonesia.
Based on biplot analysis of the factor influencing the incidence of dengue fever in Indonesia yielded several important findings. First, the biplot feasibility measure show a value rho square of 0.6248 indicates that 62.48% of the data variation can be explained through the biplot representation. This is in line with the findings by Gabriel 1997, who explained that the value of rho square approaching the value of 1 if the biplot provides a better presentation of the information contained in the actual data.
Secondly, biplot visualization produces spatial mapping that reveals the distribution pattern of factors affecting DHF in different provinces of Indonesia. This is in line with the finding by Abdul Munshir et al., who explained about clustering analysis and mapping based on factor caused DHF disease in Bantaeng Regency, with the result obtained that some subdistricts have a very high level of vulnerability.
Third, the proximity analysis between objects identified similar characteristics in terms of the average amount of air humidity. This is in line with the findings by Dewi Rahmatin 2014, who used Euclidean distance to measure the similarity between objects so as to group objects that have similar characteristics. Fourth, the number of dengue fever sufferers X5 has the longest factor, showing great diversity between provinces. This is in line with the findings by Arianti and Anggrayani 2022, which show that provinces with more effective factor control program have lower DHF incidence rates. Last, the variable percentage of households with proper sanitation X3 showed the shortest factor, reflecting a smaller level of diversity. This is in line with the findings of Tobing 2011, who emphasized the importance of proper sanitation in preventing the spread of DHF.
Thus, the presentation of research result related to the application of biplot analysis for spatial mapping of dengue fever events in Indonesia. That's all from us. Hopefully useful!